Welcome back to Gerodynamics. Okay, another movie review. In contrast to the last movie review, we are going to review a movie called Abigail. Abigail was one that I went in with not high hopes, as opposed to the last movie, and came out pleasantly surprised. Unlike the last movie, where I came out with all my hopes dashed, all my hopes and dreams ruined. Anyway, so Abigail, basically the premise is, and you've seen the trailers, then you know the premise. If you've seen the trailers, you know the premise. It's a group of criminals kidnap a young girl who is the daughter of someone who is very rich. They think they're going to watch or basically hold on to her for the night or a couple nights, something like that. And the guy that's running the whole thing is going to get a ransom, and then they will release the girl, and everybody will go off with all their monies. Of course, that does not work out because the little girl is not a little girl. She is a vampire who is stuck in the body of a little girl. If you've ever watched Interview with the Vampire, kind of like that. She is also, it plays up this a lot in the trailers. It's not as big of a part in the movie, although it is kind of little funny bits. She is also a ballerina, apparently. So she is a ballerina vampire little girl. She is a murderer. She likes to kill, and that's, they all got hoodwinked into kidnapping her so that she can hunt them all. So that's the premise. It's a fun little premise. You're not getting like high cinema out of this movie. You're getting like a silly movie where everybody is kind of like trapped into this house. So it's a mostly, like, other than the very beginning like scenario where they have to kidnap her, most of the movie takes place in this mansion. And they're trying to avoid getting killed and trying to figure out how to stop her from killing them. And, it's just fun. It's just a fun little movie. It's what horror movies should be. It's movies in general. You can make movies on the cheap and have some fun and just get away from the world for a couple hours, see a movie, right? But yeah, so I came out of the theater pleasantly surprised with it. But, of course, with this cast... It should have worked. The cast is great. Like, seriously, like, just top notch. Like, how they put this cast together for this movie, I'll never know. Let's go through them. All right. So we have Melissa Barra as Melissa Barrera. I think she's from Scream. Let me confirm that. Yeah, she's the new main actress from Scream. She was recently like dropped from that due to some things she said. Anyways, whatever that, is the whole drama behind that. But she was in the last couple of Scream movies. And then, let's see, she's in The Heights. What else was she in? Nothing really. Like, okay, so like Scream was her big break, and she's kind of made a thing of it. She's going to be in a movie called You're a Monster. I don't know if that's come out already or not. I don't know what that is. She was in a movie called Red Rest or Bed Rest. Carmen, Keep Breathing. So yeah, she's in horror type stuff. She should probably branch out from that. She's pretty good. Decent looking actress. Should acts pretty well, but hopefully she moves on from her little controversy and is able to make some more movies. She was good. She's solid. Did a good job in this movie. Let's see, who else do we have in this movie? Bigger names than that. We have Dan Stevens. Dan Stevens is in this. You'll know him from Downton Abbey. He was in that for 25 episodes, so if you watch that, you'll know him from that. Looks like he was also in the live action... Oh, he was in the live action Beauty and the Beast. He was Beast. That's right. Pretty cool. All right. And then, what else? The Guest, I guess. He was in... Hold on. I haven't seen it. I didn't get a chance to see Godzilla vs. Kong in the theaters. That was a boo-boo on my part. But he's in Godzilla vs. Kong. He was in Cuckoo. I don't know if that's come out yet, but Cuckoo. Let's see, what else? Mike. People know him from Welcome to Chippendales. He was in that series. Okay. Oh, he was in Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. Yeah, that's all right. That was a good series, by the way. If you've never watched that. Anyways, yeah, Dan Stevens. I've seen him in a couple things. Decent name, kind of like Melissa Barria. Abigail's new, I think. What's she from? Her name is Alicia Ware, and she is from Matilda the musical, so not a movie. Or is it a movie? It is a movie. Yeah. Okay. She was in Matilda the musical. Don't Leave Home, Wicked Little Letters. So, one of her big breaks, this movie. She's young, so of course. And she holds her own. Let's just put that out there. She holds her own as the main villain of this movie, considering she's a little girl that's playing a ballerina vampire, like slaughtering everybody. Good stuff, by the way. Good acting. We'll see more of her. Good stuff. All right. I still haven't gotten to the big names yet. William Catlett plays Rickles. Let's see, what do we know William Catlett from? He was in... I don't recognize this stuff. He was in Constellation, 1001. Thought I've seen him in stuff. The Devil You Know. And he's been in a bunch of series. Maybe I know him. Lovecraft Country. But he was only in one... No, he wasn't in... Yeah, he was in one episode. Verton Freeman. I must remember him from that, though, because, I recognized him. And I did love that show. It was a great show, by the way, if you haven't ever watched it. You only get one season of it, so go into it with that, knowing that. But great show. That's where... not where he got his start, but that's where... most people found Jonathan Majors. He was great in it. Really too bad about what happened with his situation with Kang and having to lose out on that in part because of, the domestic violence situation. Hopefully he cleans up his act and is not domestic violence-y. That whole scenario, that's a whole nother conversation, about whether he should have been found guilty or not. But, because they were hitting each other, so, really, he shouldn't have been hitting her, but she shouldn't have been hitting him, and then she, chased him as he was trying to get away. That's a whole mess of a topic. Hopefully he can get his life back together. He's a great actor. I really enjoy what he's in. He was in Lovecraft Country. He was great in that. Anyways, that was a side tangent. We were talking about... William Catlett, who is also very good. I hope to see him in more stuff. It wasn't a... he was one of the crew, so he was one of the ensemble cast, but he didn't get a lot of moments to shine, but he was good in it. All right. Getting on to the bigger names. Catherine Newton was in this. Catherine Newton has made quite a name for herself as the Scream Queen, right? The modern day Scream Queen. She's not the greatest actress, so I definitely see her probably sticking with these type of roles. Whereas the other actress that I was talking about earlier, Melissa Barrera, is probably going to expand out from her horror movie niche. Catherine Newton's more of probably going to be more popular amongst the young crowd. She was in Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. She's Cassie Lang, so she may come back in Marvel movies. She was in Freaky. She was in Big Little Lies. Obviously that's not a show I watched. So some movies, she hasn't only done horror movies, but she was in Pokemon Detective Pikachu. But what she's really recently known for, other than Ant-Man and the Wasp, is Lisa Frankenstein, which didn't look good to me. I didn't go see that one. She was in Blockers. That's right. She was in Supernatural. So I take it back a little bit. She's not as pigeonholed as I would have made her out to be, but she's good in this type of stuff, and she was good in this movie. I enjoyed her in this movie. One of the bigger names, but Also, not one of the bigger characters, but she was good. She was good. All right, let's go. We have next on the list is Kevin Durant. He's one of my favorites. I enjoy him every time he comes up. It's not a name that I'm going to think of when I think of my favorite actors. He's more of a character actor, but everything he's in is solid. It's good stuff. Let's see what you probably know him from. He was in... all right, I'm going to skip. I'll come back to these. I'll come back to all of these. Okay, so he was in... gosh dang it. I'm going way down to find him in these. The Strain. So who else watched The Strain? I love The Strain. He was great in The Strain. Bill Hawke. He's a great character in it. The show was fun. I enjoyed it. Anyways, I don't know if you all did, but yeah. Okay, so we'll go through the other stuff. I didn't even know this. He was Fred Dukes in X-Men Wolverines. Fred Dukes is the blob guy. He was Little John in the Robin Hood movie with Russell Crowe. He was great as Little John. He's a big dude, so that's why he plays these type of roles. He was in I Am Number 4. He was in Wild Hogs. He is going to be... He does voice acting a lot. He's going to be in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. No, that already came out. So he is in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. He's Proxima Caesar. He's the main bad guy monkey in that, or ape, ape. He is in... He's going to be in... He's in a lot of TV series. He was in a show called Lock and Key. I hope that wasn't too loud when I hit the microphone. Not sure how loud that's going to be. He was in Scooby-Doo, Guess Who? Primal. He was in Ballers. Swamp Thing. Anyways, you've seen him in a ton of stuff. Going way back, too. It's not even, recently. Let's see. He was in Resident Evil, Retribution. Keep going back here. He was in Lost for a little... Oh, not for a little bit. He was in Lost for 11 episodes. I remember him from Lost. He was in Legion, that movie Legion, as Gabriel. Yeah, he was in... let's see, what else? 3:10 to Yuma. Smoking Aces. Big Mama's House 2. Just so many roles. So let's go back to the top here. This guy has been in 85 movies or TV series. Movies and TV series. He's played 85 roles. Anyways, big name, good guy. I like watching him in stuff. And in this movie, he played, his usual, he's kind of typecast a little bit. But, big, dumb, meaty, like assassin guy, but meathead guy. A lot of fun. He's funny in his dim-wittedness. It's good. All right. Next, we have Angus Cloud. This is his last role. I'm not super familiar with him because I didn't watch the shows that he was well known for, which is... See, I'm not even going to remember it. The kids watch it. They probably shouldn't, but they do. Euphoria. He's well known from Euphoria. Let's see, what else was he in? He was in Freaky Tales, I guess. Oh, wait, so this might not be his last movie because apparently he did one of the voices in the Garfield movie, which came out after Abigail. But yeah, a lot of people know him from Euphoria, and, he passed away, unfortunately. So, this is the last... live action movie role that we're going to see from him. He did a fine job. It was a relatively short part. He was more of an up and coming actor other than Euphoria, and so he didn't have a huge part, but he did a fine job in this movie. And so if you were a fan of his, check it out. Giancarlo Esposito is in this movie. He's in a lot of stuff lately, of course. And he didn't play a huge role. He's at the beginning of the movie, the end of the movie. Great part in the movie, though. He is a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing more stuff from him. He's going to be in some Marvel movies later this year or in the coming years. And so, more well known from the Breaking Bad series. He was in The Usual Suspects, going all the way back to The Usual Suspects. Do the Right Thing. He was in Do the Right Thing. He was a voice of Kayla in the Jungle Book. Let's see, what else? He was the singer of the theme song for the Electric Company. What? I wonder if that's something different. That'd be funny if he was. So how long has this guy been active? He has been active. He was born in 58, so maybe he is. But yeah, he's had like 204 roles in different movies throughout his career, and he's just gotten this huge resurgence lately. So yeah, people are going to see a lot more from him. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff that he'll be well known for. He's in that recent series, The Gentleman. I have to check that out still. It's on the list of things to watch. He's in The Mandalorian, obviously. He's Moff Gideon in The Mandalorian. He was also in Euphoria. That's funny. Oh wait, that's the movie, not the series. Okay. Better Call Saul. He was the same character as Breaking Bad, Gus Fringe. He was in The Boys. He was in... I'm not going to go all the way back because seriously, he's had a very long career. Westworld, he was only in one episode of Westworld, though. I think that's probably not the first season, too. Maze Runner. Once Upon a Time. Oh, he was the Magic Mirror, Sidney Glass, the Genie. 14 different episodes of Once Upon a Time. Let's see. He does a lot of voice work. He was Ra's al Ghul in The Son of Batman. The voice work there. Anyways, I think I'm going to stop at that. He's done a bunch of stuff, going back for decades. Great actor, great part in this movie, good times. Check him out. Look forward to seeing what he does in Marvel. Hopefully he gets more involved in the Midnight Suns side of the Marvel Universe. I know he's making his first appearance in Captain America, but then he's supposed to be involved in a series later this year. So, the theory is that possibly Moon Knight, and seeing him maybe become like a vampire or something and being involved with the Midnight Suns, I think that would be really cool. We'll see if that's what ends up happening or if he's just some standard mercenary character, which would be kind of boring for him. Anyways, one other character, Matthew Goode, plays the father of Abigail, comes in at the very end of the movie, basically as Dracula. And he was fine. All in all, fun movie. It gives you exactly what you want. Like some jump scares, but it's mostly like the action. It's an action horror movie. There's a lot of gore, a lot of blood. You'll enjoy it. Check it out. Watch it on streaming at this point because I'm sure it's already out of the theaters. Anyways, on that note, I'm going to end this one. Hopefully you enjoyed that review. Hopefully check out the movie, and I will talk to you later. Take care. Have a good day.